Kentucky Sports Radio, here live at Livens Mill Brewery in Harrodsburg, where we have a great crowd, and we are now happy to be joined on the phone. Surprise guest, UK coach Mark Stoops. Mark, thank you very much for joining us.
Hey, what's going on, Matt? How we doing?
We're doing great. How about the fact that your boy here, Max Duffy, is doing his first remote with us in front of this crowd?
Hey, that's good. You got to get my boy working a little bit. I mean, he's got way too much time on his hands right now.
Yeah, well, he's doing a great job. I'm going to let him ask the second question since he's so good at it, but I'll ask you the first one. I know you had a great time last week. We talked to you on the post game, but now tomorrow is obviously a big deal. I'm sure you want the fans to show up like they did last week.
There is no doubt. They set the bar. That's what we need every week, and we have another big-time game, as everybody knows, and we're all looking forward to it, and we need the crowd the same way as last Saturday, if not better.
Hey, Coach, I had to drop by and get a coffee. This is the earliest I've ever been up in about 12 months. Went with the skim milk, so I appreciate that little bit of advice. It worked really well.
Hey, I get you straight on the coffee or what?
Yeah, straight on. I don't know if I'll have 5 like you do each day, but I might just stick to the 1.
Mark,
I'm only on 2 for today, so that's not bad.
Mark, yesterday, I know this is a weird...
Fridays are nice for me. See, Fridays, the coaches get to sleep in a little bit. We run errands or do what we got to do. So we get about 3 hours of a life on Friday morning. So I'm out running around, and I heard old Maxie on there. I said, let me jump on there and straighten his butt out. Get all the listeners straight on old Max.
That's very nice.
But that is true about the Pappy and Coke. I mean, that's the last time he's ever coming to my house and getting Pappy.
Yesterday, I don't know if you saw the video, but I know you had Waka Flocka Flame there on last Saturday, and he did an interview with the SEC Network. And I don't know if you saw what he said, but I thought it was really interesting. He said that being around you and your team almost inspired him by how close everybody was, that he felt like it was a family. You all invited him into the family, but he just kept saying, I've never been around groups that were that close. That's got to make you feel good, and I know that's the atmosphere you're trying to create.
Yeah, without a doubt. When you have, 105 players, 110 players, and whatever, 40 or 50, staff, it takes some time. And that makes me very proud that he feels that, just coming into our situation in a day. But, I had a chance to visit with him pregame when right after the catwalk, he was there early and had a chance to talk with him for a few minutes, then. And then, of course, he was around throughout the game and afterwards. And he was a really nice man, really good guy. I was, really enjoyed talking to him and having him around. And you could tell he was genuinely having a great time, celebrating with the players and just hanging out and hearing his song throughout the stadium. So that had to be a cool experience. I know we loved having him, and he's welcome back anytime.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, we've had a fair bit of success in the transfer portal recently. I always talk about you. Everyone always on the team talks about you being a player's coach. Just talk a little bit about that and why you think that's so important these days.
Well, I just think, I've always been that way because I just feel like that. Well, first of all, it's just me. I mean, I want a relationship with the people I'm around. The players, the coaches. I've never felt like a dictator. I always, believe me, I don't struggle, to demand, what I want, as you know. But I don't want to come to work miserable every day. We work around the clock, 7 days a week, and you players sacrifice so much and give so much for the fan base, for yourselves, for your family. I mean, people don't realize what our players go through, and I genuinely respect them and care for them. And it's hard. What we do is hard, and there's no. When did somebody say you're not allowed to have fun playing this sport and working and doing things? You know what I mean? So that's just the way I feel, and I've always felt that way. And I love having a relationship with the players. And my father was much like that, very demanding, but he always was the players loved him, but he was always very disciplined. But I think that's a lot how my dad was, and I enjoy being that way.
Yeah, I can guarantee to the people listening that that's not just radio talk or TV talk. Behind closed doors, that's how we talk about you, Coach. But so much of a player's coach that you even used to give up your parking spot to Lynn Bowden when he was here. Is that true?
Well, I mean, you score a lot of touchdowns. I mean, you park in my spot. It's kind of like you. I mean, if you averaged over 50, I mean, then I was pretty good to you that week too.
Yeah, but when I kicked it into the stands against Georgia, you actually cut my tires, and I had to walk there. So I had it both ways.
You exaggerate so bad. And I did tell you what to do that day. When I told you up, I wanted up in the air, high.
I love listening to you all talk about you giving him kicking arrangements. I know you got stuff to do. Let me give you one more thing.
Yeah.
How did you get your team? It's obviously such an awesome win last week, but this team's coming in as uber talented. They got to be ready to do it again. Yeah. How do you get them to sort of turn the page to the next game? And do you feel like they've done that?
I do. I tell you, Matt, I feel like every time we're in this situation as a program, we grow, even though there's new players here and in the past couple of years, but I just feel like, there's a lot of guys, a lot of experienced players have been in this situation before and have been in our program 4, 5, 6 years. And I could tell on Monday when I went in there that they were locked in and ready to go. They know we could play so much better. We could do, a lot of things better. And I could see a genuine hunger in them. And we had the same. This group is business-like. They don't need to get overhyped. They don't need to do anything except be themselves and prepare. And we talked about just having a disciplined week of practice, sacrificing, getting sleep, so they're locked in meetings, and just being themselves. I just need them to be the best version of them. They don't need to be Superman. And, we've had a great approach, so I'm excited about it.
I just want to give you one compliment before you go. A big group of your players came into our bar last night, and we were wild crowded, and it was a little slow. And I just want to tell you how kind those dudes were, led by Jacquez Jones, but there were a bunch of others. And they were sitting and seeing our servers stressed, and they were being like uber nice to them. A lot of stuff you wouldn't see college people do, and the maturity. I just want to say to you, you should be very proud of them. And we're glad you're winning, but it's also good to see the dudes off the field as well. So I just wanted to, for just myself, thank you and congratulate you on that.
Well, thank you. I tell you, I appreciate that. And I can't tell you how many times I hear that when we're on the road, whether it be planes, whether it be the hotels that we stay at, and all the managers and people that take care of us. They're a big group, and I get a lot of compliments on our team. So I appreciate it, Matt. Thank you, and thanks to the fan base. Can't wait to hear everybody tomorrow night. And Mac, after this early morning, you guys go get a nap and come see me later on this afternoon.
I'll see you tomorrow, Coach.
Mark, thank you very much. Right. Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.